Hey y'all, I'm Justin.
And I'm Corey.
And this is Backwoods Sports Room. Right now, me and Corey's having a debate for the best coach in college football right now. We got so many different people we could talk about, and each one of us are going to make cases for a lot of different coaches. And we'll each make our own case for each coach. So Corey, why don't you start off? You pick the first coach.
All right now I'm going to go with Bill O'Brien for what he's done with Penn State. Comes in after all that controversy.
Mm-hmm.
And, gets a bunch of his people to come back to a program that's everybody's left. Nobody wanted to be there.
I respect Bill O'Brien. He deserves Coach of the Year for winning 8 games with that team this year.
After
honestly,
everything that happened, winning 8 games, that's insane. That's crazy. How do you even talk to players to come back?
I think that right there, he should be up there for best coaches in college football right now, without a shadow of a doubt. I completely agree with that.
For the current top coaches, that's what this debate is. Current top coaches, not past top coaches. All current active top coaches. Bill O'Brien is one of the best ones at the moment.
Well, I like to make a case for Bill Snyder.
Kansas
State. When he first, this is his second stint at Kansas State, but his first time when he went to Kansas State in the early 90s, Kansas State was the worst football team in college football history.
I don't know. After TCU got the death penalty.
No, that was right before that.
Really?
Yeah, right before their death penalty. And he took over, and look what he's at.
I know, he's done an amazing job.
From worst team to a BCS bowl.
He almost had a national championship, but...
it took him nearly 20-something years to do it, but he done it. That's just amazing right there. He is one of the greatest coaches right there.
But look at what Chip Kelly's done with Oregon. Oregon, you really hardly ever heard about them before Chip Kelly got there.
But the only reason you hear about him is because that fast-paced offense.
Yeah, that he brought there. He's the one that brought that fast-paced offense there. He's the one that made it work. And that's why Chip Kelly's up there.
Mm-hmm.
Chip Kelly's a great coach, and he can coach that fast-paced offense. He doesn't care much about defense. That's why his defense isn't that strong. All he wants is a fast-paced, explosive offense, and that's what he has. He's doing an awesome job.
Yeah, he is doing an awesome job. Now, let's talk about Larry Blankney for Troy.
I will give you that one. Larry Blankney is a very good coach. Stayed there since they were AAA?
Division III.
Division III, sorry.
Since the football program first started there, he's been there for over 20 years and brought them all the way up from a lower level division all the way up to Division 1A, which is currently FBS. That's insane.
That is, for one coach to be able to do that, that is an amazing coach. But, also you got Brian Kelly at Notre Dame. Every program he's ever been at, he's had an undefeated season. That proves that no matter where he goes, he can coach.
Actually, he left for Notre Dame whenever Florida beat Cincinnati.
Exactly. He wasn't at Cincinnati when they got beat.
But
I will give him that. He was
smart.
He was smart. He had an undefeated season. Under him, it's undefeated. I will give him that one. You can't deny that from him. While being head coach, he's at least had an undefeated season until he left.
Yeah, but what's he going to do against Alabama?
I don't know. We'll find out. But he's still got an undefeated regular season at every single school he's ever been at.
Okay, yeah.
No, you can't take that away from him.
Yeah, another coach you got to give credit to is Mike Gundy for Oklahoma State.
Yeah, I'll give you that one. Mike Gundy has done a great job.
For what he's able to do with them and got them to where they're sort of somewhat in the top 25 every year now.
Mm-hmm.
Another coach would be Steve Spurrier. For what he done.
That's what I was actually about to bring up, Steve Spurrier. From taking South Carolina to a team that only played not to lose to a team that wants to win. That's an amazing job to turn their morale around from being, we might play today. I don't know, guys. I'm more interested in that party later. But, now all they care about is football. Everybody wants to go play football. They come out, have a 10-2 season. From what they were to that in the few years he's been there, he's been there for a little while, but, still, he's done a great job.
Plus, not to mention what he done at Florida.
Still, exactly. He had an awesome stint at Florida.
When he was a football player there, Florida wasn't even thinking about national championships when Spurrier was playing football for them. He might have won the Heisman Trophy. I think he's the only coach to ever actually be coaching a head coach and have success that's actually won the Heisman Trophy.
I don't know. I never researched that.
Because did you know he was a Heisman Trophy winner?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, Steve Spurrier's a Heisman Trophy winner.
I mean, I knew he was a player at Florida, but I never.
He won the Heisman Trophy.
I knew he was a good. I knew he was a good player, but I didn't know he actually.
Yeah, I think he's the only head coach that's ever won the Heisman that's actually had a lot of success like that, and which makes him a great since he's actually been there, done that, had success as a player and as a coach.
I mean, that's awesome.
I mean, let you bring up next coach.
All right, let's go Urban Meyer. I mean, Urban Meyer. I know you sort of say he's overrated, but I mean, he did have an awesome job at Florida. Even though a lot of that success was due to Tebow.
Yeah, but
he goes to Ohio State. Ohio State, right? He's at Ohio State. But he goes to Ohio State. He's winning. They're on probation.
Yeah, but that's none of his players there. That's all
the first set of recruits.
Players. That's all the Footer best players.
Yeah, but
just letting you know, Jim Tressel was a better coach than Urban Meyer.
All his freshmen are his.
Yeah, it's just a freshman though. That's just a freshman.
And I mean, what about teams he's recruited from lower ranked schools? He's got all those too. I mean, coaches go and they not only get high school teams, they go and recruit at 2A and 3A schools.
Yeah, but they said to sit out a year.
So, I mean, you redshirt them, it's whatever.
Another coach I would love to bring up for this debate right here would be James Franklin from Vanderbilt. I mean, what he's doing there is completely insane. Their first time 8-win season in forever. I mean, honestly, the highest recruiting class in Vanderbilt history. They're in the top 20 with the recruiting class. I mean, he's changed that right there, that program from just playing not to lose to where they actually got a fire in their eyes, going out playing every game hard as they can.
I mean, I will agree with you on that one. It's a good choice.
And he even started a new slogan for Vanderbilt people. It's called Anchored Down.
Uh-huh.
I love that. Anchored Down.
What about Les Miles? I mean, Les Miles.
Well, they just come into a great spot.
But Nick Saban, yeah, he did just won a national championship a couple of years before. Had a bunch of his players. But, none of the players there are still Nick Saban's.
Yeah, but...
he's still got, every year, top 10 teams. Top 10 teams. I get that Nick Saban built the program, but he's been able to maintain the program.
That's what Les Miles, as a coach, is his best thing to do. That's why he didn't take the job at Arkansas. He can't.
Why leave? Why leave? You have a chance. Like next year, they could have a chance of a national championship. Every year they have a chance at a national championship. Why leave?
But see, Les Miles' best coaching thing is being able to sustain. He's good enough coach not to screw anything up, but he's not a great coach that can build anything either. You get what I'm saying?
I guess what you're saying. I sort of agree on that, but I still give Les Miles.
I give him credit for being a good coach.
He's a great coach. and plus he's confident in it enough in his team, and he's cocky enough to go for the plays.
What about Gary Patterson at TCU?
He's a good coach.
For what he done for that program, moving him all the way up to the Big 12. Basically. That was SMU. They had death penalty. Only school to ever have it done was SMU.
TCU's had it done.
No, that was Southern Methodist. You can look that up.
I thought it was TCU.
No, it's Southern Methodist University, not Texas Christian University.
Well, I guess I stand corrected.
But yeah, for what he's done for that, he got him moved from the Mountain West all the way up to the Big Ten. An undefeated year ended by Boise State. Everybody loves Boise State though. But you got to give their coach.
He still had an undefeated regular season.
You got to bring up their coach right there, John Peterson, right there. He's a great coach. What he's done at Boise State.
That was sort of his quarterback, but after his quarterback started winning, he was able to recruit more.
He's a great coach.
He had a wonderful quarterback, though. His quarterback is why they won so much.
Yeah, but he recruited him, by the way.
Yeah, he did recruit him. I will give you that. He recruited him, and after they started winning with him, then he was able to recruit more. And that's why they're still sustained at the moment.
Yes, but so he built the program.
Essentially, he got one player, and yeah.
You're not giving him enough credit.
What about Kevin Sumlin? Kevin Sumlin
walked to a great spot.
Yes, he did. But how many
chances we walk into a spot with Johnny Manziel's there?
Very true. I'll give you that one.
Okay.
But he still coached the game to beat the number one team.
Yeah, but you see what he done at Houston? I mean, he almost was a BCS buster. Yeah, but he wasn't able to deliver in their conference championship game, and they lost to Southern Miss, which kept them out of BCS. I mean, him in big games, I ain't seen him do enough in big games yet.
He beat Alabama. That's all I'm going to say on that one.
Yeah, but I mean, everybody is predicting Alabama beat them. I mean, it's different going to that kind of scenario than whenever everybody.
Did we talk about Tommy Tuberville?
No, we don't talk about Tommy Tuberville. For what he done at Ole Miss, Auburn, and what he's doing at Texas Tech.
I mean, he should have had a national championship with Auburn.
He should have, or had a shot to play for it.
Whether they would have beat USC that year,
it's a different story.
Because USC was the team to beat that year.
Because you had Reggie Bush, Matt Leinart.
I mean, you had the full package at USC that year. I mean, Alabama stood no chance that year. I mean, and for Auburn to run the table in the SEC like they did, I mean,
it's completely insane.
Yeah, I mean,
an undefeated season.
Which, granted, at that time,
it was different football.
LSU was not the team. Alabama was not the team. I mean, you didn't have...
LSU was a team to beat because they're coming off the defending national championship.
Yes, they were. I forget about that.
Yeah, just saying.
But, I mean, they were able to beat LSU.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that tells you something. I mean, because they had Cadillac Williams back then.
And Ronnie Brown. It's a combo. It's a combo.
I mean...
Yeah, but Cadillac stayed in the shop the whole time for most of his career.
Until his junior and senior year. Junior and senior year was his best 2 years.
Yeah. Most of the time he's in the shop, though. Yeah. I mean, he wasn't a durable player. Same thing with the NFL. When he moved to the NFL, he ain't a durable player.
I mean, but still, that doesn't change the fact.
About Tuberville. Tuberville was a great coach. I mean, Auburn shouldn't have fired him when they did.
No. I mean, just because he had one bad season and lost to Alabama was the only reason they got rid of him.
I mean...
And now, I guarantee you they wish they had him back.
Yeah, right now Tommy Tuberville's looking at Auburn. Ha, 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 ha. Pretty much.
I mean, because Texas Tech is still doing awesome. I mean,
not really doing awesome. I mean,
they have a good season. I mean, they're not having a losing season.
I mean,
they still have the random upset now and then too.
What's their record right now, Texas Tech? 7-5.
7-5. Hey, it's a winning season.
It's a winning season.
Hey, I mean, that's not bad.
I mean, because they got to play Kansas State and all them.
All right, another big one. Nick Saban. What about Nick Saban?
Best coach in college football right now.
That's what I say. I mean, goes from building Michigan State to LSU. Goes to LSU, builds LSU, and wins the national championship. Leaves, goes to the pros.
Comes back to Alabama. Everybody in Baton Rouge hates his guts with a passion. At every game, they build a statue of him and burn it down whenever LSU and Bama play.
I mean, you gotta... The guy can coach. I mean,
he's hands down as the greatest coach in college football right now. He's won 3 BCS national championships, only one to win that many.
He's working on his 4th right now. He's in the 4th game right now.
And the thing about it is, he still has another 10 years or so left coaching.
Unless he goes to, like, Bobby Bowden or Joe Paterno.
He ain't going to be like them.
I know. They just were in it to get the final wins, but...
Saban don't care about that.
Exactly. Saban's done made so much money. And, I mean, he's already done more than what Barry Bryant did in his first few years.
I mean, right now, the stages in their career, he has a higher winning percentage at Alabama than what Barry Bryant did.
I know, and he's also,
Barry Bryant's still the winningest coach at Kentucky, by the way. Still.
Well, I mean, there's no hope with that college. I mean, you can't, it's Kentucky. I mean, right now, until they get a good coach.
Mark Stoops, which is Bob Stoops' brother, which is who I was about to mention next. Bob Stoops for Oklahoma.
Yeah, Bob Stoops pretty good
coach. He's a great coach. I mean, he's been there for a while. I mean, a coach that lasts over 5 years at a school is a great coach. Any coach that lasts over 5 years at one school is a great coach. Like Tuberville, I mean, see, the thing about Bob Stoops is they gave him a second chance after having a bad season. And they turned it right back around the next year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so it's what players, not players necessarily, but teams need to realize, athletic directors, is one bad season after having about 3 or 4 good ones, and then have one bad season. One bad season's all right every now and then. It's going to happen. You can
just like you can't go undefeated every year. I mean, everybody that's an Alabama fan gets mad at one loss. One loss. Oh my God, it's like the end of the world. I mean, come on, guys, you got to lose sometime.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, you can't be like USC was, where they had basically a 3-year stint. I'm sorry, that does not happen.
Well, it's kind of happening now.
No, it's not. They've lost one game per year.
Yeah, but they're kind of winning the national championship, which makes them the most hated team in the nation right now.
That doesn't matter. They're still losing. They still have losses. I mean, you cannot expect to go undefeated. I mean, it happens. You lose. You have a bad game, you lose. Don't cry about it. I mean, I'm just tired of people, and also everybody that hates Alabama. Oh, they lost. They're horrible. I mean,
I think what it is, Alabama and Notre Dame, which
are the two most hated schools in the nation.
Because they're the two most winningest schools in the nation.
Exactly. When you win, everybody hates you.
I mean, that's the truth.
I mean,
'cause I don't know why.
I respect Notre Dame. I don't like them. I mean, I never have liked them. I don't know why I don't like them.
Because they're a winning school.
No, it's just...
Yes, because everybody else hates them.
I mean, I just don't like them because the way they get ranked easily.
It's good.
Like, they can have a 6-6 season and be ranked 15th. I've seen it happen several times.
Yeah.
Notre Dame is the easiestly ranked college because there's so many supporters, and the AP, the coaching, and the BCS sort of favors them.
Actually, this year, the BCS...
BCS did not favor them this year. I will give you that.
I mean, BCS didn't have nothing for them this year.
No. I mean, Florida's the most liked in the BCS.
And Alabama second.
No. Alabama's not second in the BCS computers.
Well, actually, the BCS is actually punched them out second.
I know. I'm talking about the
other
computers. The computers favor Florida the most out of everyone. I don't understand that one. I mean, I want to see the dude that programmed it to see how fair it was.